Welcome. This is Solo P1. Welcome to the transfer news, and I hope everybody's all right on this hot day. If you are from the UK, we are hot. We are very hot today. I want to big up to everybody who's out there in the sun. Be careful and be safe. But I want to thank everybody who's in the chat room at the moment. I want to big up everybody in the chat room. I want to big up Waniak. I want to big up Ernie Skolton. Big up to everybody. And I'm going to bring you my coach, who's my partner in crime. Let's talk about this transfer news today. Toto! Abba! How's it going, Toto?
Big up, man. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, man. You know what? Yeah. I swear to God, every time we do these videos, I'm always telling you to turn your mic down, But you know today, perfect.
Yeah. I got it on
perfect, bro.
Got it on the lowest gain, so there's less background noise.
There you go. There you go.
But yeah.
But how you been doing, bro? So, how you doing?
Doing well, man. Just sick and tired of this heat. Just pure humidity. No breeze, no nothing. Just pure humid. Which makes me go a bit crazy. Because I absolutely hate the heat, man. I can't take it. But of course, I never ever miss out on a video unless I'm really, really busy. I never ever miss out on a video, man. But yeah, everything so far so good. Liverpool's moving well. So yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about Isak. That's gonna be coming up. We got some news articles on Isak, but we're gonna talk about before we start getting it. I want everybody to smash those like buttons. Remember, guys, smack the like buttons. That's what it's all about. If you can smack the like buttons, it will help us. It will help us on our journey to wherever we want to go. But smash the like buttons. It's genuine. This is what we need. So let's talk about Darwin Nunez. You want to talk about that first? Darwin Nunez is expected to leave Liverpool, and it's more or less confirmed now.
I sent you a link on that.
Yeah.
The Ekitike news and the striker news.
Darwin Nunez is expected to leave Liverpool. Toto. So what you saying, man?
Yeah, there is rumors that that he wants to go to Napoli. That Napoli are interested in him. So is Chiesa. But again, I've barely heard that of any journalist, so I probably won't take it as truth. But it is a rumor I've got to put out there. Both of them could go to Napoli. Napoli is interested in Nunez and interested in Chiesa. I'm not sure if both of them go to Napoli because Nunez is also getting offers from Saudi Arabia and also getting offers from Europe as well because he wants to play in Europe, but he's also open to any Saudi deals.
Have we got the one on Nunez? Send me that one again.
It's the one that Ekitike using.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Go on.
But yeah, Nunez is going. Of course, we linked to strikers like Isak, who we'll get into later on in the video. But of course, we also linked to Ekitike as well, which is reported by Fabrizio. Is that it is a concrete target for Liverpool. This was reported today. That Ekitike is a concrete target for Liverpool, which look, I don't want Ekitike. In my opinion, I think he's just had one good season, and if he does come to Liverpool, he's got a lot to prove. I'm not saying he won't handle the pressure, but going to Liverpool is a big ask coming from a small team. He's coming from Frankfurt, from Bundesliga, which is nowhere on the level compared to Liverpool. So coming to Liverpool will be a big ask for him, considering no Premier League experience. So it will be a bit, tough for him, and it will take some time for him to get used to the team and get used to the Premier League standard because you're coming from Frankfurt in the Bundesliga, all the way coming to Liverpool, the champions, into the Premier League, for the most fast-paced league in world football. And it's gonna be hard for him to adapt. I don't want Ekitike, in my opinion. I know they're a concrete target for Liverpool. We went from so many strikers, man. João Pedro, Isak, Osimhen, and now we are interested in signing Ekitike.
He's the only one I got. I just scored this one.
He scored 22 goals in all competitions. I've sent you this one, Solo. It's got a lot of info on here.
Just send it to the thingy. That's why I said send it again. So we've got this one, Darwin Nunez. And to Napoli, twist emerges as Italian club agree personal terms with another striker. So, we all know Napoli are very interested in Darwin Nunez. I think he's going to go to Napoli. They were saying that he wants. They was trying to get him to go to Saudi Arabia, but he doesn't want to go to Saudi Arabia. He wants to go to Napoli. So what you saying? I think Napoli would be better for him. You know.
I've heard of this. There's rumors emerging that Napoli wants Nunez, but I'm not sure. I reckon he's going to be more lean to a Saudi move. But again, he's open to both options, isn't he? So if we can get like 60, 70 million for Nunez, I'll be fine. Even 40, 50 million, I'll be fine with that. To be fair, also Napoli is also linked Chiesa as well. So
I don't know. I think I don't know if anybody thinks in the chat yet. I think he's not going to go to Saudi Arabia. I think he's going to stay in Europe. There's a few clubs that want him. I think he's going to stay in Europe. And he should. He wants to play. Listen, I think he's a decent player, right? Nunez, but he just didn't work out at Liverpool. That's all. There's nothing wrong with it. You get me? There's nothing wrong with it. He comes to Liverpool, and he was just too big for him. You get me? The top was too heavy for him. He just couldn't handle it. You get me? The pressure.
I don't think he's going Napoli though. I don't think.
Where do you think he's going?
So, I don't know, maybe Saudi Arabia or some other European club. It's not confirmed what European club he's going to, but he wants to continue playing in Europe.
That's what I said. He's going to. Yeah, okay, if he doesn't go to Napoli, I'll rephrase it. I think he's going to stay in Europe and go to Saudi Arabia. He's too good. I think he's too young to go to Saudi Arabia. Yeah. He can go to Saudi Arabia when he's 30 years of age. He needs to build a brand first. He needs to go to someone at Napoli. He needs to go somewhere like Atletico Madrid. He needs to go somewhere like that, build his brand, get better, get his confidence back. And when he hits that 30 mark, then he can head off to Saudi Arabia. That Saudi Arabia move is always going to be there. And the thing about it, I know a lot of people hate Nunez, and I think it's time for him to leave the football club. Yeah, it's time. It's time to leave the football club. Just not good enough for the football club. That doesn't mean he can't make a career somewhere else. You get me? I'm not one of these people like when people leave, just kick him out, unless you're Trent or Owen. You know what I mean? We know that Darwin Nunez loved the football club, yeah? We know he loved the football club. And he knows he loved the fans. We know he was very graphic on the... We know he was very graphic on his Instagram. He's always on his social media. And he reacts to certain things which he shouldn't really... If you're in that position, really, you should just ignore the haters. You get me? He's just one of them. But at the end of the day, he weren't good enough for football club. And now he's leaving. You go. And he's leaving. I gave him a couple of seasons. I didn't really hand him out straight away. I gave him a couple of seasons, but he's just not good enough for the football club. Yeah, I got that one. You keep sending me the same one.
Yeah.
So we'll get onto Isak in a minute.
No, this is Ekitike news.
Yeah, okay, we'll bring that up now. But regarding Darwin Nunez, he's just not good enough for the football club. It's not good enough for the football club.
It's true.
It is what it is. And and we're just gonna move on. So I'll just bring up that one. So remember, guys, we're in there. Smash the like buttons before I start talking about the next one. Smash the like buttons. Big up to you, Waniak. Big up to Liverpool chat. That's what Liverpool chat says. That's what they said about Florian Wirtz.
Yeah, that's what they did say. Florian Wirtz is a big fee, transfer fee. And we've got it over the line. And this Isak news is shouting up now, which, if you want to stay tuned for that later, feel free to. But, lots and lots of journalists are reporting now that Isak is, ready for a record-breaking transfer news. But of course, we'll get into that later. But what I'm talking about now is that, Ekitike is on Liverpool's shortlist and is very, very concrete to join Liverpool. He scored 22 goals in all competitions last season, putting him on the radar of Europeans' top clubs. France under 21 international has got a price tag of 100 million euros this summer and is under contract with Bundesliga giants until 2029. And now Fabrizio's confirmed that Ekitike is a concrete Liverpool target this summer as a replacement to outbound Darwin. 100 million euros. So around about 75-80 million pounds roughly. and that's including the add-ons, so it'll probably come up to £90 million. I'm sorry, Ekitike is not worth £80 million. No way. He's had one good. I know he's a young, up-and-coming striker. I know he's performed well for the under 21s in France. But at the end of the day, he's had one good season. To have player to worth 85 million, because Nunez is worth about 85 million pounds. And how did he end up?
How much is it? How much is Nunez is worth?
85 million pounds.
No chance. No chance. Oh, when we brought him, he ain't worth that now, though.
Yeah, when we brought him, it was 85 million pounds, and now
when we brought him,
and now we never performed at Liverpool. But
I
now
think he's probably worth 50 million now, no more. We'll be lucky to get 50 million.
Yeah,
for Darwin Nunez.
Ekitike guy, he's 100 million euros, so come up to roughly around 80 to 85 million pounds. Add-ons will probably come up to 95 million pounds or 90 million pounds, whatever like that. And I don't think he's worth that. I think a striker for one good season. He's had one good season. He's come from PSG, and fair play to him. He was never ever going to get games to PSG when Mbappe was there and Dembele was there. He was never ever going to get games at PSG. So he went to Frankfurt, cooked at Frankfurt, and now all of a sudden he's on the radar top European clubs. And I think when it comes to Liverpool, I don't think he would perform well. Of course, who I am to predict someone's career, but that's what I think as a football fan.
Yeah, that's your prerogative. You can. It's your opinion.
That's what I think as a football fan point of view. Is that I think he's not ready yet. I think if he did it consistently, say if he did it 2-3 years consistently, if he did the same thing next season, then I'd definitely consider it. But since he's only doing it for one season, it's like one good season comes to Liverpool, he's straight into the Premier League, right? With barely any European experience. It's gonna be a bit challenging for him. Again, give him a couple more seasons to get him experienced. Yeah,
fair enough.
And then if he was like that, and if he could perform consistently, then I'll consider him a Liverpool because he'll be more ready. I think at the moment he won't be ready for Liverpool, and because Liverpool's expectations now, is to go win this league title. Yeah, that's what it is. No second place, no fair play. Yeah, got top 4, so we can get Champions League next season, right? Touch wood, but. Our main prerogative, our main objective, is to win that league title. And I think Ekitike coming to Liverpool with them big expectations. Don't get me wrong, if he came to Liverpool and took it like that, I full credit to him. Yeah. But if he comes to Liverpool, it's going to be challenging for him, and it's going to be hard for him because our expectation is to win that league. So he can't be missing chances. In Frankfurt, you can afford to miss chances.
Yeah, that's what people...
Because they got low expectations.
Sorry to cut you, Toto, but I know exactly where you're coming from. People think because you can do it in a lower level league, that you can do it in the Premier League. It's completely different. And can I tell you why I don't think this is going to happen? Because Liverpool, he says his price tag is 100 million. Liverpool will not spend 100 million pounds or euros. I don't care what it is, euros, yen. They're not spending that money, okay? Because... if they're going to spend 100 million pound on Ekitike, they're just going to buy Isak, which we're going to get into in a minute. They'll just go out and buy Isak. They're not going to spend 100 million pound on Ekitike. This is what I think. The only reason why Liverpool will probably go for Ekitike if they did, which I don't think it will, the reason why is because they know they want Isak. Isak is their number one target. I don't care what anyone says anymore. It was Alvarez. They put it out there in the news a couple of days ago about Alvarez. And Atletico Madrid just shut it down. Went, no, not going to happen. Isak is a different thing. You haven't seen Eddie Howe. You haven't seen no representative from Newcastle come out in the news and say, right, we're not going to have, we're not selling Isak. Isak's a Liverpool, a Newcastle player. You haven't heard no one from Newcastle. Have you noticed? With the Atletico Madrid, as soon as them rumours will start coming around, one of their representatives came out and said, nah, he ain't going anywhere. Newcastle hasn't even brought any players. I know that there was a link to a striker. I forgot the striker he was linked to now. He was actually linked to a striker, Newcastle. So that's indicating already that they're looking for a striker, Newcastle. And what was his name? One of them, Pedri, one of them players that he was linked to. Now, Newcastle are linked to a striker. I said it yesterday. I forgot his name. João Pedro. Newcastle was linked to João Pedro. Yeah. Why are they looking for João Pedro for? Think about it. There you go. This is what I'm saying. Liverpool are linked to Isak, which we're going to mention in a minute. But yeah, I don't think Liverpool is going to go for Ekitike. I would look at Ekitike as a stop go. You know, one of them ones that you look at Ekitike, you buy him just until you can get Isak. But you remember about Isak with Newcastle, where you got to be careful as well. The longer you hold on to Isak, it diminishes the price that you get for him. Because this season, if you sell Isak, you're going to get big money. Next season, not so much, because he'll be a year older and his contract will be a little less. So if you're going to sell him, I think it's going to happen this season. Do you think Liverpool's going to go in for Isak? You're damn straight. You're damn straight. And I'm not afraid of coming out and saying it on YouTube. My opinion. It's my opinion. I think we are going to go for him.
But yeah, Ekitike.
Too young for Duran. That's what Waniak said, too young for
Duran. 20-year-old, come from Villa. Absolutely promising. He scored some bangers in the Premier League. He was on the up, and then all of a sudden he had that big offer from Al Nassr, which is Cristiano Ronaldo's team. We're thinking, now forget that. I want to play with Cristiano Ronaldo. But yeah, fair play to him. Look, he's got over 100 million fee. He's got a big wage, big bank balance. He was already set for life, but now he's definitely set for life, considering he's gone to Saudi. But fair play to Duran. I know he's wasted his talent there. He's wasting his talent at Saudi. At the end of the day, he's earning his book. As a young player, the money is just first priority, really. You know, they don't really think about legacy at that kind of age. You just think about just playing football, you know, for as long as time as possible.
It's true what he said.
Tony Steele, yeah, exactly.
Big up Scotty, big up Solo, Toto. There was a transfer at Liverpool. Remember Istanbul? Yeah, man, you never walk alone. I was talking about Istanbul the other day to Toto. But I remember when I was young, I was watching the game. And I remember that at half time, I said, forget it, I'm off. Because I was somewhere at the moment, I was only young here, but I said, I'm off, forget it, it's over, I'm going. And then I remember when I was going home, my sister kept ringing me. I was with my dad, innit? My sister kept ringing me and said, Liverpool scored. Liverpool are back in it. Liverpool back in it. I go, yeah, right. So I put the radio and I was listening to it. I was on the train with my dad. And I remember listening to it, and I could not believe it that Liverpool came back. Because at half time, I was ready to throw the towel in. Let's face it, 99.9% of the Liverpool fan base, said it was over. We was losing 3-0 to the best team in Europe. They had Shevchenko in striker, the best striker in the world, was playing for AC Milan. They had Maldini in defence. You know, Maldini. I know it wasn't the prime Maldini, but he was still cold. They had the best team in Europe. And we were coming up against the best team in Europe, losing 3-0 at halftime. You know what I mean? It was the best. It's been voted the best Champions League game ever. Best final ever, that game. And our team, let's face it, at the time, the Liverpool team wasn't that good, was it, at the time? The Liverpool team was, let's face it, we had Luis Garcia, good player. We had Steven Gerrard, Herpia. But let's face it, we actually look at the Liverpool team, we wasn't supposed to be in that final, but we got there. We got there on grit and determination, and the 12th man. Don't forget about the 12th man, the fans. You get me? Don't forget about the 12th. The 12th man is the fans. I believe that. Big up Scotty.
Big up Scotty to you, man. Tony Steele, Ekitike ain't worth no 100 mil. I agree. Plus the add-ons around about 110 million euros, 150 maybe. He's not worth that. And like you say, Solo, Alvarez, it ain't happening.
Nah, it's not happening. He got yesterday.
It's off. It's turned down. It's never happening.
Yeah, it's because we've tried to do like a swap deal with Nunez.
Didn't want it.
And they said, nah, we're not having it. We don't want it. He's on it.
Big up, got a new someone here. Callum GLFC. Big up, fellas, new here. We'll be watching. And keep watching, man, because these streams are going to get more interesting. But yeah, thanks for joining, man.
Thanks for that, man. Thanks for watching as well. Big up to everybody. Remember, guys, we've got people watching the house. We're going to get into the Isak story in a minute. I want everybody. Yeah, man. Big up to you, Wazza Joe. Back again. Not Wazza Joe. Wazza. But yeah, big up to everybody. Yeah, man. Let's get on with it in a minute. Finally! There you go. Finally, let's get back into it. So, let's bring up the next article. I want everybody, by the way, before we continue this year, remember to smack the like button, guys. It really helps out. We're also on the road to 10K subscribers. How many subscribers have we got now? Let me just check. I'll check the exact number, how many subscribers that we've got. We've got 9,937 total. We are close. We are 57 subscribers away from 10K. And by the way, guys, we've got people watching. We've got 14 people watching. If you subscribe, once we get to 10K, we're going to have a calling show.
Yeah, man.
People like Wazza, people like Waniak, people like Tony Steele, people like Callum, people like Liverpool Chat, people like Ernest Golden. All them people that are in this chat room, you'll be able to come onto the show. Yeah, we'll give you the link and you can come on and you can talk about Liverpool, whatever you want. We're going to have a calling show. You know, a calling show. So once we get to 10K subscribers, we're going to have a 10K calling show. And that's for everybody. Everybody. Once you just follow me on X. Yeah, you know what, Waniak? Thanks for that, bro. See this guy, Waniak, he's got a channel, I think. Go and hit subscribe. This guy's been with us for a long time. He comes on every show. I remember back in the day when we was only having 2 people watching us, and Waniak was always one of them. You know, he was one of them. So big up to him as well. And a big up to him like Tony Steele and all them mans. I love his you know Tony Steele, yeah. I love his avatar, man. You know his avatar. I love his avatar, man.
Yeah, it's good.
I think his logo is cool. Tony Steele.
Man. It's cool.
You know that name, Tony Steele? It sounds like something out of a karate film or something, man. I don't know what it is. I can't get a hang of it, man. Let me just bring up this Isak, because I'm just waffling now like I always do. We've got multiple links on Isak, by the way. So let's bring up this one. So back to business. Enough of me waffling. Waffle. Anyway, it says on here, Alexander Isak transfer to his true feelings on the 85 million option emerged. Latest Liverpool news analysis updates are of Alexander Isak and Hugo Ekitike. Liverpool early movement in the summer transfer market has opened up on an array of possibilities heading into the remainder of the window. Arne Slot's side are not only primed for a new season, but to capitalise on any more opportunities that present themselves. Jeremy Frimpong's arrival was made necessary by Trent Alexander's departure. Oh, you know what his new name is? It's not Trent Alexander. It's Trent the Rat Alexander. How about that one? Yeah. Meanwhile, I will go and discussing that Milo Kekeres is done and Andy Robertson will be depart as well. So what's your thoughts on this total? And Isak, I'm going to bring up the next one because that was rubbish, let's face it. Fun.
Yeah, but look, it is kind of true, to be fair. But yeah, read the chat out. Badro, while they always say he's not for sale, he won't win the Champions League or Premier League for Newcastle. He will waste his time. Exactly what I'm saying.
Bro.
You know, he will waste his time at Newcastle. Yeah, why wouldn't you want to come to Liverpool sometimes?
There you go, there's a proper one there. Boom.
There's one there. I sent you another one of the recent ones.
Yeah. Do this one.
But yeah, we are looking to offer about £100 million for him, and plus the add-on, so we are potentially breaking the bank for Isak, and which I would, I've said this multiple times. I was worried about his injuries, but if he can bag for Liverpool, not changing my target, by the way. If he does come to Liverpool, I want him to stay fit. But he will bag goals for us. He's within 80 at the end of the day. If he gets that chance in front of goal, he'll 99.9% of the time bang it in the net. So that's all I want. I want a striker to score goals. I'm not really care about the skillful. I don't really care about the pace. Of course, pace is important, but I want someone who is a good shooter of the ball. Because that's what you need for a striker. Your whole point as a striker is to score goals. You're not really, as a footballer, you're not really tested on your skills for a striker. Yeah, of course you want to do the old cut inside and that, but striker, you want to, your whole mission is to score goals, and that's what Isak can do. That's something that Haaland can do. Do you know, people like that? Yeah, their main mission is to score goals, right? And that's Isak for you. But yeah, I'm glad that he didn't come to Liverpool.
Liverpool, like it says on the article, according to recent reports, Liverpool will try and to sign Newcastle striker Alexander Isak and are willing to offer 100 million guaranteed with a total package that could be worth even more than Florian Wirtz. I think, listen, you know that Florian Wirtz? I think Liverpool had that, as the German press reported, that deal with Florian Wirtz was wrapped up a couple of weeks ago. It was wrapped up a couple of weeks ago. It was also when he came over to Liverpool, when he had that word with Arne Slot, he decided then. It was just a lot of reporters going around, didn't have all the information. But now the information is filtering through. He done that deal a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
This is the one that they're going after. I think Florian Wirtz was a smoke screen. You get me? You know, when all that got reported, this is the guy that they wanted. You know, Isak. Because Liverpool know, let's face it, the majority of big clubs around the world want Isak. He's probably the number one target to leave Newcastle, to leave this season. The number one target as a striker is Isak. If you look at Arsenal want Isak. Liverpool want Isak. I wouldn't be surprised if Real Madrid want Isak. Well, I won't go as far as Real Madrid. But all the big clubs around Europe want Isak. That's the number one target. So if Liverpool knows that they've got Wirtz already wrapped up, they'll put that out there so people are talking about Wirtz, but really behind the scenes, they really want Isak. That's the target, because everybody knows that when we go into next season, which we're going to talk about in a minute, all the fixtures, we're going to bring them all up on the screen. If you know about Liverpool, we know we need a number 9. With the suggestions that we might go into the season, we're playing with 2 10s, which I don't suggest, like we played against Man City. Remember when we played with Man City, when we played with 2 10s? I don't want to do that. I want to play with a striker. I want a number 9. I want, when Nunez goes, he's probably going now, we need a number 9 striker. That's it, simple. We need a number 9. The whole world knows that Liverpool needs a number 9, just like the whole world knows that Arsenal need a number 9. And I think Liverpool and Arsenal are probably behind the scenes are battling to try and get Isak. But if you look at all the reports that are coming in now and all the videos of Isak actually speaking, he actually said, what did he say? I'm a Liverpool fan. I would love to play for Liverpool. That would be a dream move for him. Now, someone just suggested in the chat not long ago about Isak. Let's bring this up. Where's it gone? Let's bring up the chat. Where we go? There you go, right there. This is from Badro NKH. Why they all say he's not on for sale? He won't win nothing for Newcastle. He will waste his time. He will waste his time at Newcastle. He's in the prime of his career. Why would he saddle himself with Newcastle for another couple more years? And let's face it, the couple more years he's going to be 27, 28. And then when he does leave Newcastle, he'd either go on a free, which I doubt it, or they're going to get less money for him. He will not stay at Newcastle. No disrespect to Newcastle, but Newcastle is not winning the Premier League and they're not winning the Champions League in any time soon.
Oh, wow.
They might have the richest owners. But you got all that shit. They can't spend all the money. You know, the PSP rules, whatever it is. They can't spend all the money.
I ain't got to say
so
PR rules.
Yeah, and the thing about it, let's face it, Newcastle hasn't got no pull. Not like Liverpool have. Liverpool just won the Premier League. We just won the Premier League with the Premier League champions. I think coming to Liverpool is more of a tempting offer.
Yeah.
If you want to go to Arsenal and and don't win a trophy, you can go and do that. This is the way it is. Liverpool win trophies, and Arne Slot is probably the hottest manager apart from Pep around today. You can't really disrespect Pep because Pep's been there and done it. Arne Slot's coming, won the Premier League in his first season. There's only 2 managers that ever done that. Jose Mourinho and I think it was Conte. They're the only 2 managers ever done that. And I think 100 million, I think that would be the starting point for Isak. That 100 million offer, that would be the starting point. And I think from 100 million, I think Liverpool will go in there, give it, say, look, 100 million. Newcastle will say, no, I want more. And then they'll negotiate the price.
Yeah.
But Isak, I can't see Isak staying at Newcastle this season. Because if Newcastle do that, then they're going to diminish the price that they get for him. Because next season, it'll be less. That's what I think, Toto.
Yeah, definitely. Solo, bring mine up as well. Because I got mine all queued up.
I'll bring up.
That
one with Arne Slot on the front.
Yeah. So Joe says, if he loves Liverpool, why doesn't he put in his transfer request? We are trying to buy him out. I do understand what you're saying, Wasawa. As far as Isak, I'll definitely be looking for Liverpool. But we are trying to buy him out on a fee. And we'll just start offering the money now. But yeah, Solo, this coming from your end. Click on the article, then we can read
It's
it
on
more.
there. It's on the screen.
We can read it more in detail.
It's on there.
No, click the picture of the article.
Oh, okay.
Led you to an article. But yeah, Wasawa Joe. Hopefully, I don't think he would put any transfer requests. Probably out of respect for Newcastle. Because I think he don't want to just go to Newcastle and say, "Oh, I just want to leave. I don't want to be here." You know, after what he's done for the club. But yeah, Give Me Sport is a very, very credible paper and an article. Fabrizio, he's signed up to this article.
Okay.
You know, Fabrizio does write for this article as well. And Fabrizio won't just write for any article. He'll write for article that is credible and a lot of good reporters. And it's reported by multiple reporters. Ben Jacobs, Donny Ross, and of course Fabrizio does report for this paper as well. So I take it with a pinch of salt is that it's credible. So yeah, Liverpool are refusing to give up on their pursuit of Alexander Isak. I'm prepared to lodge a big money bid for the Newcastle United star, although they know any deal will be difficult. Give Me Sports sources have revealed on the latest episode of Market Bandits podcast. Reds boss Arne Slot is determined to upgrade his squad in the aftermath of being crowned 24-25 Premier League champions, resulting in Jeremy Frimpong of a ceiling £29.5 million. Absolute bargain.
You know that 10 million. You know, with Frimpong, we're only paying 10 million a month. I mean, a year. And you know that first 10 million came from Trent's money. You know, from Trent's money that we got for Trent, that 10 million that went to Real Madrid. So that we use that to pay for his first year.
Yeah.
Great business by Liverpool. Go ahead. That's all he's worth, really. Let's face it. The rat Trent Alexander. Go ahead.
Germany international Wirtz is on course to be announced as Liverpool's latest recruit in the coming days, having agreed a deal up to £116.5 million.
Reds prepare to splash the cash for Isak on pursuit. It's going to happen, guys. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Liverpool, you got to be confident, bro.
Liverpool are ready to shatter the British transfer record for a second time in quick succession as they remain determined to sign Isak if he is generally available. According to GMS sources, they are prepared to lodge an offer worth 100 million plus add-ons, which could see the overall package surpass the figure agreed with Bayer Leverkusen to Wirtz. 25-year-old international has been described as so-called the best striker in the world, thanks to his form in the Newcastle shirt, which he has. I wouldn't say best striker in the world, but again, he's arguable.
He's one off.
But yeah, landing
Just give me a hell yeah.
Give me a hell yeah.
Go ahead.
But yeah, Liverpool's dream target is to go in search of landing a new big name centre forward, leading to them being keen to discover whether Newcastle would be willing to sanction his departure in the aftermath of enjoying a prolific season at St James's Park. So his overall stats, he's had 42 matches.
Bring the stats up, man. Give me the link for the stats. I'm going to put the stats up on the screen.
If you scroll down on there.
The stats are there. Okay. Got told there. Here you go. There's his stats.
So he's had 33 GA in 42 matches. He's had 13 big chances created. I'm not reading the other ones out because I think it's absolutely irrelevant to me.
Yeah.
2.71 shots P/G. No point. He had 42 matches, 27 goals, 6 assists. So you can see he's a proper bagsman. He scored a lot in the Premier League. Is he second top goal scorer? Yeah, second top goal scorer in the Premier League.
Salah was the highest. Second was Isak. And Haaland was third. And let's face it, if Haaland wouldn't have got injured, Haaland would have probably come top, at least second. Go ahead.
But yeah, Isak will be only sold if a bid upwards of 150 million is lodged.
Yeah.
But Liverpool has already given indications. How do you say it?
Indications.
Yeah. That they're open to spending big if it becomes clear he will be sold at the right price. So look, I've just read the whole. I just flipping read most of the whole article. Yeah, most of the article, and basically what I'm getting out of this: if we offer the right money, yeah, what they're asking for, he'll come to Liverpool.
So you're more enthusiastic now that you want him.
No. I'm still on the cuff. I'm still there. I was saying I want him to stay fit when he comes to Liverpool, because I'm still saying that I would rather Alvarez, but not getting Alvarez. I say now since Alvarez is not linked to us. Since Alvarez is not linked to us, I would rather Osimhen, because you know.
I think all these players. Sorry, Toto. I think all these players, all these players that everybody's talking about, like Osimhen and all them man, I think they're just a smoke screen. They're just a smoke screen. If we would have went to Isak, if we would have said, right, we want Isak straight away, all the other teams will be going in there, like Arsenal overpaying and stuff like that, I think people like Osimhen and people like Ekitike, these mans are just smoke screens for really that we don't really want them. We're just pretending that we want them, but really we want Isak. Isak is the guy that we want.
There's also Nunez funds will be put towards the Isak deal.
There you go. We know this. So they'll sell Nunez. They'll probably get about 50 million for him, We'll probably get about 50, 60 million. I'll say 50 million, let's face it, That's all he's worth at this point. I think we'll get about 50, 60 million for him. And then we'll probably sell, we're going to sell Chiesa, which I do not want to leave the club, by the way. I want Chiesa to stay there, by the way. I like Chiesa. I think Chiesa's a baller. My number one target, obviously, was Alvarez. That was my number one target. I don't think it's not going to happen, as we just spoke about. But at the end of the day, right, we're going to sell Darwin. We're going to sell some other players, and then it'll amount to about 78 million, and then we just put the rest on top. I think it might even go Jota. There was people talking about Jota going, which I ain't got really a problem with really if Jota leaves as well, because I think Jota's used up now, innit? I think all them injuries that Jota's had, they've caught up with him. We all know back in the day that Jota was the most clinical striker that we had at Liverpool, but just not anymore. I saw him when he played for Portugal. He just looks half a step off his true self. He just looks slow. It looks like he can't hit the net anymore. I think all them injuries and playing FC25 on the champs. If you know about the FIFA, man, you know what I'm talking about. All the matches that he's played, because he's an esport player, isn't he? Jota's got an esports team. He's a sweat on FIFA. And every time the champs come out, or team of the year, team of the season, the guy goes missing on his injury. And I think he has been injured, injured.
Who's your groin injury?
Yeah. And I think he's caught up with him. He's caught up with him now. I think Liverpool's moved on from Jota now. Liverpool have. Just like when I see people like... the only one I'd probably keep out the generation is probably Diaz if we had to. And I don't even really want to keep him, but if I had to keep one, it'd be him. Elliot, I think Elliot's a good player, but I can't see Elliot fitting into slot system. I just don't think Elliot is rated by Arne Slot. I think Elliot's a brilliant player, but I don't think he's rated by Arne Slot. I just don't think he is, and I think Elliot's gonna and Elliot knows this. You get me? Elliot knows this, and I just don't think he's rated by Slot. But I think we can get the money for Isak. We sell a couple of players, sell Jota, sell Nunez.
I think Elliot's already come out and said he wants to leave because he's not getting enough game time. And he said it publicly to Liverpool fans, which is fine. You know, he's not getting played enough for his own liking. I think at least Elliot's more open, isn't it? And he's already said to Liverpool, he loves the club, but at the end of the day, he's not getting enough games. That's why he wants to leave. Yeah, which is understandable. If a player's not getting enough games, you don't want to stay at that football club. So, Elliot for me will be a great aspect in the future. I think he'll be an amazing player in the future. I think he could definitely be one of the best. He's got huge potential, Elliot. So, that's just in my opinion.
Yeah, man. So, Isak to Liverpool. Let's go, man. Let's just go and get this done. And that's it, man. Let's get it done. So I'm going to bring up the fixtures now. Let's talk about the fixtures. You want to talk about the fixtures, Toto?
I've sent.
I've got the link here for the fixtures.
The Athletic one.
Yeah. So these are our first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Our first 10 games. We'll do that one first. You set another one. Okay.
The Athletic one,
Yeah. I've got that one. Let's talk about the fixtures. That's what everybody wants to talk about, the fixtures. I think when the people saw our video going live, they said, "Yeah, we got to talk about the fixtures." He said,
"Oh, this is probably not Liverpool related." But not Fabrizio just says.
What?
On the Give Me Sport paper, of course, on the
What did he
podcast
say?
as well. He said, you know, Gyökeres.
Gyökeres, yeah.
That his priority is Arsenal.
Yeah, he's going to Arsenal.
Yeah.
he's going to Arsenal eventually. There you go. At least I got some pull.
Yeah, see.
Chandler Cup win the trophy. Right,
yeah.
let's talk about this.
Second place every year. That's their treble.
Yeah, there you go. Let's talk about our the fixtures. So, Toto, what are you saying?
Well, they had to give us Everton, didn't they?
Early days.
You know what? Expect to get them out of the way, man. Because you know what Everton's like. Don't matter where you play Everton, right? It's just going to be an absolute nightmare. Just low block, frustrating. Puts the Merseyside derby in it, so in a derby, anything can happen. Just like, look, we've got Liverpool and United early. I wouldn't say early, like 3 months in, but but still, we are at home first for Manchester United, which I would prefer away first. But it's better to get the points in early, so we don't have to rely.
What are you talking? We got Man United first.
No. I mean in the fixtures, first 10.
There it is. There, Bournemouth, man. Bournemouth is the first.
No. I'm talking about Manchester United earlier, not later on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I'm just looking at the fixtures.
Yeah.
So there's our fixtures, man, guys. There's our fixtures. So Bournemouth at home. We're at home, which is good. Obviously, we're the champions. We're not going to be away. So we're going into 25-26 season. We've got Bournemouth at home, which I'm happy about. The second game is going to be the interesting one for us. This is away at Newcastle. So this is the one I'm highlighting today. That one there. Saturday the 23rd, 3 p.m. kickoff. Newcastle away. Will Isak be playing for Liverpool? Yeah. When we play Newcastle right there. Or mate, what you reckon, Toza? That's going to be a game, eh? Newcastle, Liverpool.
Look, we've got some hard fixtures, you know. Our first 3 fixtures are hard.
Yeah.
Of course, 2 of them at home, predominantly at home,
which
I'm, happy about. But Bournemouth ain't no, easy game. They are a tough team. You got to give the credit to Bournemouth; they have improved. So it's not going to be an easy game. Newcastle is going to be a tough game. So much times, us and Newcastle just went at it, man. It's a tough game to go to, and hopefully, if we do sign Isak, he'll be on our side this time. When I say hopefully, I mean if he stays fit, because the only time we're going to get anything out of Isak if he stays fit, obviously. So hopefully, if he stays fit, that'd be good, and he'll be on our side this time. Arsenal at home. I just really want to beat Arsenal. I don't know what it is. It's not a person of Arsenal fans. You know what? I just hate the fan base as a whole.
There is a couple of nice Arsenal fans that like.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying
overall.
There is good Arsenal fans.
Yeah, but the majority.
There's no doubt about that. But I mean, like the whole majority of the fan base, yeah, is just pure toxic. Toxic.
Toxic.
I can't get my words out today, man. I'm all over the place.
Sorry. Too much coffee.
First 3 fixtures. 3 hard fixtures, but look, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best.
Get retired. What was that? Social security. So it's from Rocky.
Yeah.
Oh, you remember that one, innit? Remember that one? He goes, we come over with Rocky 4. He goes, what are we doing? He goes, they're coming over here. He goes, I retire moments on Social Security. Now, what was that now? Rocky 2. That was Rocky 2. Go on.
But yeah, first 3 fixtures are hard. The first 3 fixtures are hard, man. But you got to beat the best to be the best. So, yeah.
I got Ric Flair. To be the man, you got to beat the man. Woo! I'm definitely going to get that soundbite. Remember them ones? Ric Flair. To be the man, you have to beat the man. Yeah. Woo! I'm getting that soundbite standard. Go ahead, Toto.
But yeah, first 3 fixtures looking a bit spicy, a bit hard. Pause. But,
I'm hard. I'm hard.
We'll get through.
Yeah,
I'm sure Kirkhead and Frimpong will do the job down at wings, and it's gonna be
running
absolutely,
down the
it's
wings.
gonna be brutal.
Salah.
But yeah,
Until he
first
stops
3
scoring.
fixtures are good.
What's gonna happen then?
In September fixtures,
Yeah.
looks like easy fixtures except from Everton. We got Burnley, who've been promoted once again. They went down and came up again. They're doing the classic Norwich City when they always used to do it: go up, go back down, go up, go back down. Like Leicester, go up, go back down. So they're doing the classic. But Burnley, Burnley away. See how that goes. Everton at home. Of course, I'm glad that it's at Anfield. Hopefully I can get a ticket to that game. I'll try my hardest. And of course, we've got Crystal Palace away, which again, another decent side to face.
Are they a decent side though? There was last season, but will they be this season?
Always, Crystal Palace were good last season, and I think the return of Mateta back to full fitness, the main guy up front, could cause us some problems. When I say could, it's coulda, shoulda, or could have, or I don't know. But look, Crystal Palace is a decent side. Everton's a tough side, considering
Everton,
Liverpool.
as the scouts say, Everton.
And Burnley. Burnley, I'm not so much worried about. Again, we can't underestimate no one. You got to stay humble. And Everton and Crystal Palace had 2 decent sides, so we've got to go through them 2 games.
Yeah, hold on, let's go for it. I'm just doing a few things. We've got 40 likes, people. We've got 13 people watching, 14 likes. Let's try and get it to 20 likes, people. And remember, when you hit the like button, it does more to help this video so much, because when we get the likes, the more likes, the more the video gets out there in the algorithm, the more people are going to watch our content. This is what it's all about. It's about the likes, really, really likes. We will be back tomorrow as well to do. We're not finished yet, but I'm saying we'll be back tomorrow for more transfer news as well. This going to try and do this a daily thing, at least from Monday to Friday. Weekend not so much, but more Monday to Friday to get the likes up. We're trying to get the viewership up as well. The more views we get, the more we're gonna get.
I know this is nothing to do with Liverpool.
Go ahead.
Partially due to Liverpool. The Spanish commentators are asking for Trent to get subbed.
Yeah.
And he's having one of his worst games ever.
Yeah.
I got one. Trent where? Trent goes to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Trent he was in training, couldn't kick the ball properly.
Yeah.
Trent comes on, they want him to sub him in his first game.
The commentators, the commentators.
Liverpool, the commentators, the Spanish commentators, right? The Spanish commentators in the football match that Real Madrid are playing now want him to get substituted.
Yeah.
What happens when Real Madrid plays Barcelona and Lamar lights him up?
Yeah.
And then he's going to come back. He didn't want to come back to Liverpool, but the Liverpool fans won't let him back in the city.
Yeah.
Look,
how about that one?
Look, listen, this.
I knew this was going to happen.
We were the only football club that we had any type of respect for him. And can I tell you something?
Nah, enough people have respect for him outside of Liverpool.
Yeah,
enough people did. But at the end of the day, right, he should have stayed.
You know how the Real Madrid mans move? They move differently.
He won't have the protection over there like he does over here.
They don't give no one chances.
Nah.
Anybody chances. Hazard, for an example, he won on a little drought of games. He never played for the team for ages and ages. He had that one game when he got subbed on, and not long after that, he retired. Real Madrid.
Have you got that link for that thing you was talking about, Trent? Have you got that link? But the commentators or you just on the article?
It was quote unquote.
Okay.
Commentators.
Yeah.
But now the score currently is 1-1. So Al Hilal is putting up a good fight.
There you go.
Al Hilal
in that thingy squad.
It's not Ronaldo's.
What's Ronaldo's again?
Al Nassr.
Oh, okay.
I think Al Nassr's in the Club World Cup.
They'd beat them anyway. Let's face it. They'd beat Madrid anyway.
Yeah.
Ronaldo would get a goal.
Yeah, Madrid and Al Hilal. It looks like a good game, man.
Okay, forget about that idiot, man. Let's talk about the fixtures. So the one I'm going to be looking forward the most really is the Newcastle highlighted there. The Newcastle one, if we have Isak by then, if we do, that'll be an interesting game. That'll be on the 23rd, 3 p.m. The other big one I'll be looking at, obviously, like you mentioned, Toto, the Merseyside derby, which will be Everton. And the big one, away. If you look at our away games as well, Chelsea away. So that'll be a tough game. Chelsea away, and at least we got United at home. Yeah.
No way all of them's going to be at 3 p.m. No way.
Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, but you remember that Sky?
Nah,
There's more live games on Sky now,
because last season I had the same thing. Every single game was at 3 p.m.
But we're the champions, so but don't you know Sky? Remember that Sky? Yeah, I got more live games on there now.
Licensing now, yeah. So hopefully, them 3 o'clock blackout rule goes out the window and we can get more games.
It has to go out the window, don't it? It has to.
Has to. But yeah, I'm happy with the fixtures so far. Of course, got United at home.
Score me United.
I want to batter them. Chelsea away.
Oh, nah, the Nottingham Forest one is interesting as well. Yeah, we got them at home. That's payback for last season, you get me?
Yeah, I'll give them a good battering. 6-0 at least. No, I'm joking. It's going to be a tough game.
That's the only team that, well, I know we got beat by the players, but we couldn't beat by Nottingham Forest twice, innit?
But Sunderland in December.
Beat them, Sunderland as well. Oh, yeah.
Sunderland back in the Premier League, man.
Yeah, and by the way, you know, Sunderland's a bigger club than Newcastle. You know that, innit?
Yeah.
You know that.
That's a good rivalry,
But you know that's. Oh yeah, I know that. But you know that Sunderland's got more trophies than Newcastle, innit? They're more successful. They've won more. You know that, innit? It's just Sunderland's been at the Premier for a couple more years. But you know, if you look at their history, it trumps Newcastle. That's why Newcastle can't talk to them. So, you know, when Sunderland, I saw a Sunderland man, on YouTube arguing with a Newcastle man. But as soon as they bring up the trophies, Newcastle can't say nothing because Sunderland's won more. And they're back in the Prem. So you know when Newcastle play Sunderland, that's going to be a good game. You know, the rivalry. I'm going to love that. I'm going to love that watching that. I'm going to love watching it, man. It's going to be a very good rivalry. That is a very good rivalry. So guys, we've got the transfer news. There's nothing much at the moment. We just had to get those the transfer in. It's coming up to the hour. I want everybody to smash the like buttons while you're here. Let us go. Yeah, smash the like buttons, man. Big up to everywhere. Smash the like buttons and big up to Slot as well. Yeah, man. Big up to everyone. Remember, guys, smack that like button. Let's get it to 20 likes.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna head off in a minute. We've got 15 likes, guys. 8 watching you. Please smack that like button. Let's try and get it to 20 likes. 20 likes. I'm gonna just check my feed to see any more news before I leave. Just double checking. I got Jamie Phillips who's coming on in a minute as well. So big up to Jamie Phillips. As soon as we get the affiliated thing, we're gonna put the. As soon as we you know what? Enough of this, man. I just don't want this dude.
I've got a question.
Go on.
If Robbo does go to Atletico, would you be happy keeping Tsimikas?
I would rather keep Robbo. Yeah, as a backup. Yeah.
9 years ago, Isak got asked 9 years ago. Dream transfer.
Liverpool.
Always dreamed of playing a big club like Liverpool.
There you go. Yeah, if he loves Liverpool, why doesn't he put this on for here? We've done that one. 700 subscribers from where? You're 700 subscribers away from what, 1,000? Is that what it is, bro? Yeah, we're not that far away now from 10K. You know, we're getting there, we're emerging now.
I think he's on about us, so we're only 700 subscribers away, I don't know.
Nah, we're not, we're less than that now. I'll tell you how many subscribers we got.
9.93K.
Yeah. So
about 700. Roughly.
No, not 700. 73. 70. We are 70 at where? 40. We're 6 subscribers, 60 now.
From 10K?
62 subscribers away from 10K.
You sure?
We are 9,938. 62 subscribers away from 10K.
Right, I get what you're saying now.
Big up to that, man. We are on. I'll put it on the thing now so you can see. Hold on 1 second. That's the live count.
Yeah, everyone. We've got 11 people watching. Back to ending the stream. We've got 16 likes. 4 more away from 20. Can't get 20 this stream. Please, people on the replay, if you make it this far on the replay, I thank you so much for tuning in this long. And hit the like button, man, and hit the subscribe button. End of the day, we're getting more and more of you guys coming in here regularly, which is good. And thank you guys for the support. We've come a long way. And again, the journey will never ever end. So you will see our faces on here for time and time to come. But yeah, thanks Aaron for joining.
Yeah, we're not long away now. The road to 10K. I'm just putting it on there, Toto.
Yeah.
There you go. Berries. Subscriber, like the video. Live sub count is 9,938. The road to 10K subscribers. The road to 10K subscribers, guys. So big up to everybody who's continues to support us. I know we haven't got the biggest channel at all, far from it, but we're just trying to like put our content out there. We're trying to get our content out there for you to like and interact with you guys. But remember, when we get to 10K subscribers, we're not that far now. When we get to 10K subscribers, we will be doing a call-in show that enables us, you people that watch us who subscribe to us, you can come on the channel and give us your opinion on Liverpool season. Give us your opinion on what players that you'd like to come to Liverpool. What's your thoughts on Liverpool? What's your thoughts on Arne Slot? How do you like the way the Liverpool are going? We'll talk about all of that. You can come on. All you got to do is send us a DM. Once we get to 10K subscribers, the show's going to happen. I've already got the thumbnail already queued up. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to give you my X link. I'll give you my X link so you can follow me on X. And Toto, you put yours as well if you want to. So I'll put this in the chat room for you guys. Let me just put it in the chat room now. This is my link to X. That is my X right there. I'm gonna put it on. And follow me on X and then DM me and I'll get you on the show. Okay? I'll get you guys on the show. As soon as we get to that 10K subscribers. That's my link there. Follow me on X. There's a link. Keep It Sports 007. And that is me on X. It's in the chat room. Click the link. And it's a simple follow as well. Very simple follow. And also, because we're not affiliated yet, if you want to add anything to the channel, there's a QR code. Buy me a coffee. You're not obligated to put anything. You don't have to. Just there if you want to support the channel. Go towards the channel. Try and get a better camera. We're going to try and get a better camera for the channel. To try and make our content look even better for you guys to watch. Probably get maybe a different mic. Toto said he's after another mic, depends.
Yeah.
And if you want to support the channel, like I said, you're not obligated.
That'd be appreciated, man.
The QR code's there. Just scan that QR code. That goes through a little payment thing. You can put whatever you want. £1, £2, £3, £4. It don't matter. It goes towards the channel. But I want to thank everybody for joining us on this journey. And if you miss the QR code, you can always go in the description. The link's there for the buy me a coffee as well. So guys, thanks everybody for joining us today on this journey. I want to thank everybody. I love when you guys come in and interact. Thanks for the watching as well, for watching us. And yeah, I just want to thank everybody.
We've got one last chat. Bert and Jav, you look new around here. Big up, ending the stream. Isak to Liverpool, please. And Rafael Leo. Yeah, I don't forget Rafael Leo. If you do get Rafael Leo, I won't be complaining about Rafael Leo. Won't be complaining.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for joining, man. Hit subscribe, hit the likes, and follow our socials. And of course, don't forget, if you want to support the channel, you're not obligated, everyone. So I'll probably put your QR code up.
There's a QR code.
Let everyone, you're not obligated to support the channel, man. To support the channel, we really appreciate it. Of course, you can always hit the like button and subscribe button. And as we're wrapping up,
so let's talk a few facts before we sign off. Right, is the rat Trent Alexander? Is he a rat?
Yeah.
Do the Spanish commentators as we speak wanting to get substituted?
Yeah.
Did he make a mistake by leaving Liverpool?
Yeah.
Do Liverpool want to draw Real Madrid in the Champions League this season?
Yeah.
Do Liverpool want to humiliate Trent?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, for people that writ off honest lot, and I'll say this every video, they know who they are. They know who they are. They can sit behind the mic. They can pretend to be humble. But I'll never forget when last season, before Arne Slot came into the football team, they said, he's not the guy, man. Arne Slot's not the guy, man. They said it, Arne Slot's not the guy, man. He's just not good enough for a football club. And when they knew that we was going to win the league, so they tried to spin it and say, you know what? Even if we do win the league, we're not going to buy no one. We're not going to buy no one, man. Arne Slot's got no power, man. He's not going to buy no one. Now what? Got Kerkers, got Frimpong, the two of the most fastest and fullbacks in world football. The guys could run. Can I tell you something? They could both run in 100 meters in the Olympics. They're that fast. Kerkers and Frimpong. That's how fast they are. And we got them as our fullbacks, by the way. And we've just signed the best midfielder in world football, by the way. Florian Wirtz. And we might get Isak, by the way. And remember last season, there was all saying, Liverpool's not going to win the league, man. And if we do win the league, they're not going to buy anyone. Now what? And this message is for everybody that doubted Liverpool and doubted Arne Slot, and you know who you are.
Where's your big mouth now? Where's your big fucking fat mouth now?
Very simple. See you later, guys. See you tomorrow for the transfer.
Yeah,
Remember
man.
to smash the like buttons. Let's get it to 20 likes. Big up the Reds.
Yeah.
Where our